Happy Sunday to you, family. Now, if you've been with us watching our online services, you have noticed that a lot of our sermons have been from guest speakers, really talking about uncertain times. And I think the emphasis over the last few weeks has been spend more time with God. Taste and see that the Lord is good. And so I've been trying to apply that this past week. And one of the things that I wanted to share with you was a verse that I was reading, which comes from Isaiah chapter 61, verses 1 to 3. And it says this: "The Spirit of the Sovereign Lord is on me, because the Lord has anointed me to proclaim good news to the poor. He has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim freedom for the captives, and release from darkness for the prisoners, to proclaim the year of the Lord's favor and the day of vengeance of our God, to comfort all who mourn and provide for those who grieve in Zion, to bestow on them a crown of beauty instead of ashes, the oil of joy instead of mourning, and a garment of praise instead of a spirit of despair. They will be called," and this is what I want to emphasize, "oaks of righteousness, a planting of the Lord for the display of His splendor." And last week, Dr. Alice Trailer talked about Jeremiah 17, about how we need to just really have deep roots. And my prayer for you guys' encouragement right now is that God is doing some amazing things right now. It's going to be something amazing happening in Shanghai in this fall. And I want us to remember that the call is not just to stop grieving or look at our anxious thoughts, but also to be excited for what the Lord is going to be doing throughout using us and throughout our church too as well. Now today we have the very special treat of Pastor Jason returning back to Shanghai and preaching for us. And the only announcement we have, I think, is just to continue to pray for those who are still trying to come back to China. If you hear Pastor Jason's sermon in a little bit, you'll hear about his journey to come back, and you'll see that it's actually very, very, very difficult to return. And so I think the main encouragement for our church right now is let's please pray for those who are misplaced, for those who are stuck, for those who might have COVID right now, and just pray that we can get back to a sense of normalcy here too. Now, Pastor Jason's sermon is titled Contentment in Uncertain Times, and it will be from the text Philippians chapter 4, verses 10 to 20. Contentment is not something that we are born with, but it's something that we have to choose to focus on. It is something that is learned. So please just really open up your hearts to receive today's sermon. I pray that true contentment, true peace will be with you and your family throughout this week. So happy Sunday. See you guys soon.